Welcome back to Putting You On. I'm the female Donzada, and welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is a public service announcement. I hope y'all heard that. Not for the government, not for science, but for your close friends list. Because today we are discussing a personality type that social media has quietly normalized: the female frenemy. Now, I know you're thinking, what is this girl talking about? Now, a frenemy is not a full enemy, and she's not exactly a friend either. She exists in the strange middle category where she says she supports you, but somehow knows every detail of your life, and while never actually speaking to you. And I'm going to let you know that's a problem. And you got to clip them, and I'm going to show you how to clip them real good. So let's break it down. Now, the frenemy personality. You know the type of woman I'm talking about. She watches everything you do. She knows your story schedule. She knows when you post. She knows who you liked your picture. She knows your captions. But she has not spoken to you directly in months, weeks, damn near even years. Now tell me how that works, right? How do you know so much about someone you never communicated with? Cyber psychology actually has a term for this. It's called ambient intimacy, which basically means people feel close to you because they consume your content. Weird, but it's okay. They watch your stories, they see your life, they feel involved. But there's no real, how must I say, there's no real love. But there's one problem that we have here. Watching someone's content is not the same as having a relationship with them. But frenemies forget that part. The Instagram anthropologists. That's what I like to call you heifers. Some women do not watch Instagram stories for entertainment. They watch them like anthropologists studying rare species. You post a selfie, they zoom in. You post a song, they're trying to figure out if the lyrics is even about them. You post a dinner and immediately start analyzing the background like it's a crime documentary. I didn't know this was a true crime, dog. I didn't know you was trying to figure out who I'm at dinner with. But who is she with? You know, that's the first question that comes to y'all minds. Why is she there? What does that mean? Meanwhile, you posted it because you were hungry, right? But now somehow your dinner has turned into a conspiracy theory. Congratulations, for real. You have become the subject of someone's personal documentary. Now, I probably am in a lot of people's screenshots. I will not lie to you. That's why I try to keep it real cute online. I know I'm in somebody's screenshots, right? Every frenemy eventually joins what I like to call the screenshot department. This is where the investigation becomes official. This is when your story is no longer control. It is evidence. And suddenly screenshots are being collected. Posts are being saved. Captions are being reviewed like legal documents. And at this point, your story is you're realizing that something is really, very important. Someone is conducting a full investigation on your life. And you never, ever was notified. You didn't even know you were on trial, but apparently the court is in session. And I did not know I was sentenced to go to the death penalty with this. Like, I'm very confused on how we got here. Now, the close friends op. This is what I like to call when people are in your close friends and you thought they were cool, like we was friends, like we were really close. Now, we need to discuss something extremely real. The close friends op. Everyone, and I mean everyone, has one. You added them when life was normal. And hey, even you guys were probably friends. You probably had your como se dice, location. You guys had locations together. You guys even hung out. Maybe you trusted them. Maybe things were fine, but over time, something changes in these human beings. Like something completely It's like, I don't know, like people need to start taking their meds. It's just like the chemical imbalance starts happening. But over time, it's just turns into rage and envy and even jealousy. And communication stops, questions stop, check-ins stop, but somehow, some way, they never, and when I tell you they never miss a single story. You post at 4:13 in the morning on a Tuesday morning, right? And their name will appear in the viewers list immediately. Now explain that to me. I want to know. You haven't called me. You haven't texted me. Hey, you even got my location. You see me at the courthouse. You ain't even gonna say, "Are you okay, girl? Why you at the courthouse?" I haven't even asked how I'm doing, but you have a perfect attendance for my Instagram stories. That is not friendship, okay? Just because you can see me online does not equate for you being my friend. And that doesn't equate for us being real friends. That is subscription behavior. And last time I checked, I thought we were friends. I didn't know you was a fan. Hey, it's getting crazy. It's getting scary. The fake narrative factory. Now, here's where things get truly impressive. Frenemies have an incredible ability, incredible ways, right? They can build entire narratives about your life with almost no information. You post a picture, for instance, she's trying to prove something. What the are you talking about? You post a quote, that must be about someone. You post a night out, interesting. Suddenly, your Instagram has become the source material for a full documentary series. And you didn't even get a producer credit. You didn't get no type of credit. All of a sudden, you're just the main topic at their brunch the next weekend. That don't make no sense. The funniest part is that none of this information has been confirmed. These are speculations. No questions were asked. No conversations happened. But the conclusions, oh, they're strong, honey. Strong. Now, the phone test. I say everyone should do the phone test. Let me give you the easiest psychological test in the world. If someone has strong opinions about your life, but cannot pick up the phone to ask you about it, they are not confused. They are entertained. Because if they asked you directly, the narrative would collapse, right? And some people are very emotionally attached to their narrative. Now, I feel as if in the Gen Z world, like how old are we? We're like 21 to like, what? Gen Z's like 21 to 30? 21 to 30? Hold on. Let me Google. What is Gen Z? Hold on, y'all. What is Gen Z age? Because we got to talk about this one. This one don't make no sense. Sorry, y'all. I'm a slow typer. Okay. 14 to 29. I feel as if the Gen Z world has normalized jealousy to an extent where it's quite scary, right? We need to talk about something that women rarely don't talk about. We don't like to say it out loud. We make it seem like it's such a disturbing conversation, but female friendship jealousy has been completely normalized. People treat it like it's just a part of being woman. Oh, that's just a girl drama, but let's be really honest. We live in a world full of technology. We live in a world where everything right now is truly accessible to us, no matter your skin color, no matter if you're tall, big, skinny, ugly, fat. You can get whatever you want in this world. So is it okay for you to be jealous of somebody? Ask yourself that. A lot of the time, it's just insecurity. And someone's confidence becomes very irritating. Someone's success can become very suspicious to them. Someone's glow becomes something that needs to be analyzed. And instead of admitting jealousy, people disguise it as concern, which is very, very convenient. And I also want to tell you and let you guys know jealousy is a disease. Cain and Abel, they talk about in the Bible. I think that's the first couple chapters in the Bible. Cain and Abel, they were brothers, literally brothers. They was ready to kill each other. Please. A quick shout out to the men. Shout out to the mandem. Hold on. I think hold on. Shout out to y'all. Now let's take a moment to acknowledge something. Men actually deserve a little credit here. Because when men don't like someone, they actually just say it. Don't bring that fool around me. Period. It's direct, simple. I don't like him. And that's the end of the story. No secret investigation, no analyzing his Instagram captions, no 6 month of observation period. They simply remove themselves or they remove them. There's no in between. Meanwhile, some women will watch someone they dislike for half a year and still never communicate directly. That level of emotional endurance is honestly impressive. I will not lie, but it's draining at the end of the day. The comparison trap. Here's the real psychology behind the frenemies. They're not actually studying you. They are comparing themselves to you. Every post becomes a measurement. Every story becomes a scoreboard. Every glow becomes a threat. And instead of processing those feelings internally, they turn it into commentary about you, which is easier than confronting insecurity. Now, I'm going to let you guys know at the end of the day, when you have your close friends, you need to have a close friends cleanse. You got to look at your close friends list and be like, I like her. She's suspicious. She cool. He's all right. He could stay. He involved with somebody. I got to take him out for respect. You got to cleanse out your close friends. You can't just have everybody in your close friends, and that's the issue. So the true solution is not confrontation, right? Frenemies thrive on attention, right? The solution is curation. So your close friends list is not a charity program. It's an intimate gathering of people that you genuinely enjoy. It's a guest list, and not everyone deserves VIP access to your life. VIP? You think you deserve to come up in my spot, look at what I'm doing in the close friends, and feel like you can just kick your feet and have a lolly good day? I don't think so, buddy. If someone is treating your stories like a reality show instead of a friendship, it might be time to cancel their subscription. For real. They gotta go. Now, my final thoughts. A real friend checks on you. A frenemy watches you. A real friend celebrates your glow. A frenemy analyzes it. A real friend communicates. A frenemy speculates. And once you learn how to tell the difference between those two people, especially in the time that we're living in, on the internet and off the internet, your life becomes significantly more peaceful. Choose your audience carefully because sometimes the person watching the closest is not actually rooting for you. Now, from my favorite, Nicki Minaj. Let me tell y'all what she said in Chung Lee. I gotta go bar for bar here. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I had this up. I know my producer looking at me like, what is she doing? Like, just here she go again. But here, Chung Lee lyrics. Look like I'm going for a swim. Dunked on them now. I'm swinging off the rim. They're not coming off the bench, but I'm coming off the bench fully drenched. Here goes some haterade. Get your thirst quenched. Styled on them in the Burberry trench. But gang got a hammer in the amen. Now, I just want to let everyone also know that if they say they're not worried about you,
cap.
It's cap. Them heifers is worried and they want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and where you're going to. But let me tell y'all one thing for the last thing I said. Last thing. Do what you want to do in life. Everything is attainable. And never, in the world that we live in right now, ever be jealous of another person, because jealousy is a disease, Diamond. XOXO, the female Don Dada. And I also check out my Substack, check out my Instagram, check out my TikTok. Like, check your girl out. Oh, and I have 2 articles right now. Ooh, I think I got 3 articles right now on Substack. So check it out. Bye.